Hi guys, it's Leah. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. I'll just go back to when it started. A few weeks ago, I was in a parking garage. There was this man in a car. I was talking to someone else. So me and the other person were just standing there talking, and all of a sudden someone from across the parking garage starts honking their horn. I don't think it's towards me or anything, so I just don't even worry about it. The other person is kind of like, let's move away to a different spot. So we go to the next section of the parking garage just to kind of step away. And so we're talking there. They continue honking, whatever. So we move again. And I wasn't worried at this point. I literally did not think anything of it. I was literally telling the person, oh, it's nothing. This person is not honking at us, whatever. So then the car drives around, comes to where we are, stops, looks me straight in the eye, and just starts honking their horn 3 times or something. There were 2 other girls in the car. We did not approach the people. The other person was like, what are you doing? What do you want? And they drove off. And at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm freaking scared. So I started walking towards the door to go back inside. As we were walking, the car circles back around, just goes by where we are on the opposite side because we were walking back at this point. So they're going and they're about to go up the ramp, starts honking their horn again. Obviously, I was in such a state of scared that I didn't check license plate, what kind of car it was or anything. I was just focused on running to the door. I literally was like, okay, I'm running now. I'm gonna run. So I start running. I get to the door, and I was supposed to stay at my mom's place that night, which is where the parking garage was, and I ended up not even staying there because I was so scared that I was going to get kidnapped and murdered. Literally, that was my thought process. So I come back home and I just start thinking and I start crying, and I'm like, I'm scared, I'm helpless. If that would have been just me there and that person would have approached me or tried to hurt me, I'm helpless. I'm a small little girl. There was nothing I could have done in that situation that I know that I could have done, you know what I mean? Maybe if something had happened, instincts would have kicked in. But that night, like I said, I went home and I got really scared, and then I started looking things up, and I had remembered a Facebook post I had saw about a man following a woman in a Walmart nearby, and so that scared me even more. And then I just started thinking about all these possibilities of someone watching me, someone stealing me, all these things. Now literally I think about it all the time, and it's so unhealthy. It consumes my thoughts. This is the part where you're like, Leah, you should go see a psychiatrist because you're crazy. And I'm like, I know, probably, but you know. Since then, it's been a constant thing. I think also a little bit of my paranoia stems from work, because I am always approached by creepy guys that just are creepy and weird and whatever, it makes me uncomfortable. This one guy was asking how many days a week I work. First he asked my name, how many days a week I work. That wasn't weird to me. It was kind of weird, but I was just like, yeah, you know, it depends on the week and whatever, and told him. And then he's like, and what kind of car do you drive? A small one? A big one? I'm like, okay, why does this guy need to know what kind of car I drive? And I was like, just a normal car, nothing special, just a normal car. He's like, oh, okay. And do you live around here? And I was like, no, I don't live close to here. I live about 45 minutes from here. But now as soon as I get home from work, I make sure all my doors are locked. I run inside, and I never did that before. I literally run from my car to my house so that I don't have to worry about anything, but I still am just things are going through my mind, anything could happen. It feels irrational. Even when I leave work, I make sure a manager or cook is always watching me walk out, because in that time for me walking out of the door to me walking into my car, I feel like anything could happen. And that's not like a not normal practice. Like people do that at restaurants all the time. When I worked at a nightclub, we did that. Like we had to make sure a bouncer was walking to our car no matter what. It just like has become like such a fear. Like I literally sometimes will walk with my key poking out in my hand so that I can like stab someone if needed. Like these are the thoughts going through my mind. Like I need to be prepared in case I need to stab someone. Like that's unhealthy. Whatever. I've been talking myself out of it lately, like trying to tell myself like, oh Leah, it's okay, you know, you don't need to be worried, nothing's gonna happen. And so I was in my bathroom, I locked the door to my bathroom, I was getting ready to take a shower. Not unnormal. And so I take my shower and whatever, and I literally was like dreading leaving the bathroom because I didn't want to unlock the door. I didn't know. I was like, someone could be in my house right now, and if they are, I'm helpless. First of all, I'm naked. All I have is a towel on, so that's not good if someone is going to attack me. I don't want to have to fight back naked. Like, that'll be fun. I finally talk myself down. I'm like, okay, Leah, you're fine. And I get my key in my hand, and I like start walking. I'm like, okay, Leah, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Like, nothing's gonna happen. And it's just like those little things, like I feel like I'm being irrational, but at the same time, like if something were to happen, like then at least I'm prepared. And that's what someone was telling me the other day, like, you know, they feel like they're crazy for having these thoughts, but at the same time, it's like if something is to happen or things aren't going to happen because you are so prepared. And so that makes me feel a little bit better about like my crazy obsessiveness with this, but at the same time I know it's not right. Like literally the pizza man came yesterday, and as soon as he left I made sure all the doors were locked because I didn't want him to come back and kill me. I thought maybe the pizza man's gonna come back and kill me. It's a literal thought that went through my head. My dad was like, you have issues. The things on Facebook I see, like public service announcements about like, don't get a shirt if it's wrapped around your windshield or a grocery bag or whatever, or like someone following someone out of Walmart and whatever. Like there's so many things that happen, like so many bad people in the world, that makes me like so worried that something's gonna happen. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe, you know, because it is 1 in a million that those things happen, but at the same time I feel like I keep seeing these things and they become more frequent around me, and like the world is just getting like worse and worse. And I feel crazy. Maybe I'm being irrational, but I don't know. Like I don't know if I'm just being like overcautious or if something like bad really is going to happen to me. I always feel like something bad is going to happen to me ever since these like occurrences. Like I just feel like someone's watching me, someone's like going to do something bad to me. And it's so awful, like having that feeling all the time. I try to talk myself down and not worry so much, but it's hard when like, the thoughts are just like popping up in my head. I know it's not like a actual like schizophrenic paranoia type thing, like because I know it's not like voices in my head, like people saying things, and me, I think it's like a literal fear. Like I'm just like so fearful that something's gonna happen. I've just been like over obsessed with it, and it's so unhealthy. I know it's so bad. I probably sound so crazy. People are like, I'm never watching this channel again. Like, I don't blame you. It's like a legitimate fear because I have had like things that kind of like pick at the idea happen to me, but it's like the likelihood of it happening is not very, like it's not likely that something will happen to me. But then I feel like if I let my guard down, like something will. Let me know if I'm batshit crazy or have a legitimate reason to be scared. I don't know, I feel crazy, and like I said, I know that it's so irrational sometimes, and I go a little overboard with making sure like that everything's fine around me. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed me rambling about my irrational fears. Thanks guys, bye.